If you're new, press the bell icon to get the latest notifications.
Assalamu alaikum everyone, and welcome back to a Luna Classic video update. Alright, today's gonna be a pretty confusing update, if you want to say, but I'm gonna get the confusion straight out of everything right now. So there is a lot of debate going on, and it's crazy. It's super crazy. The debate is, did Luna Classic bottom out? Okay, now if I ask you the question, can you answer? Did Luna Classic bottom out just yet? And now you have this chart opened up, and the chart is going to tell us if it bottomed out or it didn't bottom out. It's not me, it's not you. I don't know the bottom, if the bottom is in, if the bottom is not. Now keep in mind, a lot of people think that I spread FUD. I don't spread FUD. That's actually, I'm saying that a coin like this is good for a long term. Okay, short-term wise, it was bad, and it actually played out pretty bad. I was bearish from the beginning here until the end to this box. This is a green box that I gave you. Okay, this is a target that was met. I think I did my purpose right. I did the no one can actually, I mean, my debate is over. No one can come in and say, hey, your target wasn't met. I gave you the green box when long way before, right? A lot of people know this, long way before when we were up here. I gave you this target when we were down here. Okay, so it's not about my thoughts, it's what about the chart right now says. And by the way, for me, I'm looking for 10,000 only to buy the second buy at the 10,000, because I already did my shopping right down at these levels in the beginning when the crashes were happening. Okay, I did my shopping down there. The second buying that I wanted to do was maybe down to 10,000. If it doesn't come down to 10,000, I'm okay. But it doesn't mean that you cannot think about this price. You might start thinking about this price, because this is a blood discount in my opinion. But the question still is this the right time to buy the coin? Has it bottomed out yet? No one knows. No one knows. But if you told me, and if you sit down with me and you have a cup of tea or something and you tell me, hey, did Luna Classic bottom out? Let's talk about it. I might say yes. I might just say yes, it did bottom out. I cannot argue with you. I cannot say, you know, it can move down. If you tell me at this level that it bottomed out, I cannot argue with you. But there was a time when I could argue with you. People, this is where I argued with so many people. They were saying this is a bullish engulfing, we're going to move up. I said this is not a bullish engulfing candlestick. This is actually something different, and it's meant to move even lower. I had a whole video debating on this, and I said no, that's not the bottom. But in here, if you tell me that's the bottom, then even I think this could be the bottom. Okay, and actually for a long time I've been thinking that that green box can be the bottom. It's just that I cannot really say that if it was meant to come to 10, but I started the green box right at nearly 15,000 actually. So it was all the way from 15,000 all the way down to 10,000. That was the whole box. So for me, that was a whole buying area, by the way. Okay, can it be the bottom? I don't know. Can it still come down to this, to the lowest part of that box? I cannot guarantee that it's going to happen. But the main thing is that it came to the box, came to the target, and it's done. Now, coming back to the technicals where it's confusing what to do, we have signs, really good signs and very confusing signs. What did I say? Good signs and very confusing signs. Now, this is Luna Classic on which exchange? KuCoin Exchange. All right, now I'm opened up on a KuCoin Exchange, and there's a debate on the monthly time frame as if this is a 3 black crows or if this is a spinning top. Because if this is a spinning top right here, then my friend, you have a very big chances of actually making this as your bottom to continue back up, because spinning tops are dojis that come up with a decision. Remember, it's a decision, it's not a confirmed one. But if you try to take out 12,000, let's say this is your bottom and you're trading now, then let's say you don't want to go below 11,923. Fine, don't go below 11,923 if that is your spinning top, because this is where the stop losses are placed on a spinning top. And if you take that stop loss, you go down, and that would mean one thing only, that this is a 3 black crows. Now I'm gonna actually open up Luna Classic on another exchange like Binance, and if you look at Binance, it almost looked like a spinning top. Some people are saying it's 3 black crows, and some people are saying it's, like a spinning top. If you look at this Bing X, that actually looks like a spinning top, and it doesn't look like a 3 black crows, even though that's a red candle, but there's a little bit of confusion. Now the reason why is because the body in the middle is actually a little bit short, or a little bit long. You can see this body, it doesn't really make a perfect sense. You can see this one was not a spinning top, but this one is almost like a spinning top. But the last time you made this candle, you made a wick down and then you pick up very, very quickly. So that's one debate. If this is your spinning top, that's your decisive doji, it's time to move up. Amazing. Now there are more technical clues to bring out to you, to tell you that why this can be the bottom. You see, I'm not biased or anything. I would love to make this the bottom of it, and by the look of things, we could start to get a little bit of the bottom formation. And yesterday I told you about this one being your low and this being your higher low. Your low there and a higher high right over here. So, sorry, a higher low, not a higher high, higher low. Yeah, someone did say it right. So this is a higher low, not a higher high. My bad. Now the thing is that on the daily time frame, I do see a break. Actually, on the weekly, I see a very clear break of a downtrend. Okay, there was a downtrend that has been broken. So if I do bring this trend line, you're looking for that thing being broken. Okay, and it's always good to mash up your charts. So look at this, right? First touch rejection came down, second touch rejection came down, another rejection here came down, another rejection there came down, finally broke out, and this is on the weekly time frame, and you're making an obvious statement that this potentially was a breakout. You're back testing it, and if you're breaking the downtrend from here, you can start an uptrend because you're slowly starting to make higher lows as well. Okay, let's look on the daily how that trend line looks like. So this is how it looks like on the daily, and if you look at it on the daily, it's even more clear. Okay, so you started here, end up there, end up here, make another resistance there. This was bullish closing for 2 days. You made a retracement down, and it seems like you back tested this thing and you're starting to move higher and higher. So here's where everything is gonna come clear to me. Okay, if nothing is clear, let's try to make it clear. Now this is where I'm gonna step in and say, hey, this is how we can actually try to find the bottom. Number one, I want to talk about the EMAs. So here's the EMA. You're still under the 10 and the 20, right? For some reason, this is still your bear flag, and it still shows sudden 10,000, technical target, which is still in play. You can still pump a little bit back up to this place and start to move down. So what do we do in this case? In my opinion, we can take the trend line right there, and we can try to place the trend line. Let me show you what exactly in my best pick is the way to bottom out for Luna Classic, right? So we take this trend line right here, and I'm just going to place that trend line like this on the weekly time frame. And for some reason, this can be your left shoulder. You can print this head, and if you try to hit your head here, try to come down like this, try to move back up, you make an inverse head and shoulder. Just like the same way on the daily time frame back in the days, if anyone remembers, if you've been an old follower, I told you about this left shoulder, this head, and this right shoulder. This was a distribution phase, and if you're making this left shoulder, head, and right shoulder, this is inverse head and shoulder for a bullish pattern. That's accumulation phase, and which is a very good indicator that that's going to bottom out. Okay, so we want to see accumulation. We want to see accumulation somehow, and we want to see this one try to pop out to 17776, come down a little bit to 14801, and then try to move back up again to this place. And then this is not your bear flag. This flips into an inverse head and shoulder, and that's just how technical analysis is. And that's why I do the daily videos, because every day is a different story. It's a different pattern, candles printing out. So can it be an inverse head and shoulder right over here? I don't know, but my best guess is that if we were to get bullish, we still have to make that right pattern, try to break it out, and I will say that that is the end of it. I will just say this is the bottom, and from here we start to pick up to the moon. And in my opinion, if you miss something like this and you try to make an inverse head and shoulder and try to buy at even 16,000-17,000, that will still be a nice good technical target to go from there to there. And we might be looking for a price move to 23,000, and you can buy this at the retest at 17,000, and you still have a chance to trade 40%. You see, so you're not missing out on anything. Trading wise, you're not missing out. And I could even place a trade on this one. Now, the second thing is that you see on the EMAs, when you do that, not only do you make an inverse head and shoulder, but when you pop out of here, you for the first time pop and invalidate the 10 and the 20, 55, and that's where you destroy the whole downtrend, and you cancel anything to the downside and you flip the switch. One very good, there are some few positivity on the charts showing up, and that's why I had to make this video. So that is going to be what kind of a positivity do we have? All right, so not sure if 10,000 is coming in. I'm not really sure about it, but on the monthly we have a spinning top right now. Okay, a lot of exchanges show spinning top. Some few exchanges, maybe due to volume issues or liquidity issues, that candles almost look like another red candle, which makes it a 3 black pattern, and that's the debate where it's actually confusing. But that's the monthly. On the weekly, we have a very clear break of the downtrend, which is a very good sign. Now, number 2, we also have a hammer right there, which is a very good sign again. On the daily, it actually even shows that we're moving down, but unfortunately, this, on the bad side of it, we have a flag right over there, which actually takes you to 10,000. We haven't broken out of that flag, but in order to actually have a different pattern other than a bear flag, we need to print the right shoulder, go up and backtest and go up things. This is just TA. It's analysis. So how this analysis plays out is going to be important, but I would still like to see a break, clear break to 19,000, backtest 17,000, and then boom. I think from here we just shoot really up to the skies, and I'm gonna call this as the bottom finally. And that's pretty much it for this update on Luna Classic. I'm gonna see you in the next one. Allah Hafiz.